Hello and welcome back to Lands of Lore 2, Guardians of Destiny. Hopefully we will be able to explore the entire Huline jungle in this village, although I don't want to go too long, so we'll see how far we get. Anyway, we start off where the dragon dropped us off, which is the exact same spot that the Shining Path would drop us off, and we can move forward and hopefully meet one of the Hulines.
What's this?
Looks a little different than Kieran.
This must be one of the cat people now. Hello, sir. I am Luthor from Gladstone. Perhaps you are aware of the curse I bear.
Or not. That's rude. Just gonna attack us and run away. I will point out, if you saw, there was a little spider that was dangling from this tree here. And there will be those kind of variously throughout the level here, and if you walk into them, you will get poisoned. But otherwise, they're not really much of an issue. This is a little more fruitful.
Good morning, sir.
But
I
not
seek
really.
the village of the cat people, and as I can see, this must be it. Can you direct me to a magician or physician in your fair settlement?
We are not cat people, you arrogant human. We are Huline. Your business must wait. Just now we have search parties out in the jungle seeking Shala and her lost child. These gates are to remain closed until they return.
Oh, well, I do sympathize. However, my need really is rather urgent. I'm sure your tribal magicians will be most interested in my case.
The entertainment of our magicians is not my responsibility. This gate is closed to all but Huline.
But can't you just ask? It is a fascinating phenomena.
Yes, sadly we are unable to actually enter the village until after this woman and her child apparently are found. Ooh, a bird. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. We have another set of villagers here to meet. I don't know why they packed them so closely together, but the one on the left is particularly interesting
Come
looking.
and speak with us a moment.
Are you the search party? Have you found her yet?
What do you know of our lost child? Identify yourself, stranger.
That fellow at your village gate told me. I am Luthor from Gladstone. I am here seeking information about an ancient magic curse. I was told that my answers were to be found here in your Huline jungle.
You have been deceived. There is no ancient magic here. You'd best return home.
But
Not very friendly, is he?
It has always felt like something's missing there. Maybe not, but it does feel that way. Anyway, let's go this way to start. We can take care of this guy. So these kind of two-headed panthers here are decent physical attackers that you have to watch out for. And from a distance, they will fire those kind of little spikes that we saw briefly. And we also have to worry about them poisoning us. Now, I believe it's level 3 cure. Will both cure poison and will give us a temporary protection against poison. Obviously uses a big chunk of our mana at this point, but hopefully as we get a little stronger, that won't be too much of an issue. Now, I'm not going to talk much about it just yet, but we do have some more
Ironwood sap.
useful items to collect here. Let's get, I think you get 3 or 4 from each tree. This is an ironwood tree, and it gives us ironwood sap, which will be useful for us in the future. I'm going to talk more about those kind of things later. For now, in this video, I think I will talk a good bit about some of the exploration in the game. I may have hinted at it slightly earlier, I don't really remember, but it is very much, I think, a key component of this game. Yeah, some of them are larger and stronger. Yeah, very much, I think, a key component of this game. And is one of the things that I include in the category of stuff that both makes the game great and can be somewhat to its detriment. We're going to collect some aloe.
Aloe.
I don't know why I keep opening this that way. I can just click on his portrait to put it away. So, what do I mean by that? That it's you know, both kind of a positive and negative. Here we have sort of a back door to the village, but we won't be using that, nor can we enter from this direction. So, in the game, there's a lot of area, pretty much everywhere, starting now, and probably the next area there's some particularly large spaces to cover, but unfortunately there's not necessarily a huge amount in all of them. Now, to a degree, I think that's pretty awesome because it adds a lot of life to the levels while simultaneously giving us... Oh no, I don't want to transform. This is the worst. Anyway, that's fine. Adds a lot of life to the levels while also kind of giving you a lot of area to look through and uncover things, thereby kind of making it that much more special when you do find things that are cool. However, it also leaves you a lot of dead space sometimes, which can be pretty frustrating. I want to show this little stream right here. If you try and go in that, you will drown, and it's not going to be very helpful to us. But if we come to this spout here and attack it, which you don't have to be the beast for, but why not? We are the beast. This will dry up, and this gets a lot lower. Although, we really can't do anything with it as the beast, so I guess we will kind of continue on this way and then come back. So yeah, that's just kind of, the beginnings of my thoughts with regards to that. Now, the big negative is, what I was saying before, and you'll definitely see it later on, that you can have a huge amount of space that you have to cover without really getting much out of it, and that can get very frustrating depending on kind of how interested you are in that adventure portion and that exploring portion. So this panther isn't just staring at us, it's getting consistently stunned by the beast. And I believe, unless I'm mistaken, that the beast is immune to poison, which is nice. Makes it a little easier to deal with them. No? Okay, no sap here. Alright, let's carry on. Hopefully we transform, because otherwise it's going to be a little annoying, but we're going to come back this way, so we'll figure it out. Alright, so let's just follow along this way. We might as well just walk through the stream, because why not? Except that the beast seems to be getting stuck on everything, which is frustrating. I wonder if... because it's not quite a scripted transformation here, but usually the game will cause you to transform into the lizard, because you'll need to in order to do what opening this up did for us. Will we get that lucky? Let's see. Not so much. Okay, that's fine. We will come back. So, let's explore up this way. Whee! Sprint along this path here. And I'll show you where we are. We're just going up along this riverbed. Oh, there we go. This is going to be... Oh, why? You jerk. It's fine. Yeah, the beast is really of no value here. Although, let's test this. I don't know if the beast will drown here or not. Sometimes, often, he's tall enough that you don't. Although, we won't be able to get out, so never mind. It's not worth it. The beast has almost no jumping ability. It's not technically zero, but it's basically zero. So, there isn't really anything over there, and frankly, the other side isn't that much more interesting, but does have some little bit. So, let's uncover that. Alright. So slow moving too. Alright, so obviously we haven't really had anywhere to go yet, but there is a little path you can not really see live, but you can see in the map there. Now, it doesn't really do anything for us, but it does bring us over to this little kind of secret area that, as far as I can tell, really just exists in case you have kind of stumbled in the water and gotten caught and come to this waterfall. You can try to jump over to this area and escape, giving you an outlet. I believe, as far as I can tell, that that's the only value of it. Now, clearly that's, not the most productive in terms of, moving forward with the game, but I do think that it, adds just a little bit of spice to the area and exploration, while simultaneously, I want to get up there. into that little path. Well, we'll just have to come back when we can. Yeah, adds a little, spice to the exploration and makes it a, kind of even output of good things happening when you explore versus having to watch out for bad things happening. Now, I think what we will do here is start by following this river over. One of the unfortunate things about exploring here is that certainly the Hewline Village is not, or Hewline Jungle isn't designed to make it easy to explore, like one big circle, which is fine.
I bet there's some way over there.
Yes, we want to try and find some way over there, but first, we'll uncover this crystal here, and I think that's it. Yes, so let's go over here. We will find a back path through. And step forward a little further. We find this skeleton here, and in the pack...
What is this?
Another speaking stone. I'll put it right here since we've never actually looked at the first one. And then we can probably depart from there. There's nothing else to do here. And I suppose we might as well finally watch these stones, since we have not done so yet. The first one, there's not a lot of cool information, but this is the first ever speaking stone made.
Well, how will we know what images are captured if we don't control it?
That's just the point. This is a history project, not entertainment. Even now, the Emperor is rewriting the runes to pretend this war never happened. If we place these speaking stones about, they will record an accurate account of these troubled times. Be careful not to touch that timer button.
This button? Sorry.
So yes, apparently these stones were made because for some reason the Emperor was trying to hide what happened in the past during the war, and they wanted to actually get the information out there. Let's see number 2. Speaking of the war, so those were all Hewline being killed, and this is a Dracoid who seems to be unleashing this potent magic on them, taking them out quite easily. Alrighty, let's give this one last try to see if we will have the proper transformation happen. Let's go around. So what we need to do is become the lizard in here, and there's a little crawl space there for us that unfortunately Luthor just refuses to make use of. I suppose I could just pause for a second and wait for him to transform, because I'm sure that it will happen sooner or later. In fact, maybe I'll just do that. Hang on. There we go. We got lucky. Well, we didn't get lucky. It just eventually had to happen. No, don't do that. Don't transform back. Why would you do that? Oh, that's so rude. So rude. We were right there. Alright, tell you what. We're going to come back to this later. I don't know why the game's kind of trying to deflect us away from it. Well, let's actually continue our exploration here. We've covered very little ground in more time than we should have taken. That's okay, though. Alrighty. Wait, this is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I definitely find it very, very easy to get turned around here. Unfortunately. I certainly don't know this area nearly as well as I did, say, the first game. Now, it is often very easy to just follow along the river, and actually, I think that's what we'll do, because we're going to want to end up here at this end of the river at the end, so we can either follow the river itself or take this little loop around, which brings us over the river, and maybe we'll do that for now. Usually walking along the riverbed is the fastest way to get to where you're going, but not always, because everything doesn't always connect very well. Hello, friend. Sometimes these guys will attack you, sometimes they'll just run away, sometimes they'll wait until you stop paying attention and attack you from behind. It's very rude, frankly. And that should bring us back to the village there, at least the back side of the village.
Poison.
Oh, I caught one of the spiders. But that's alright, we can just heal ourselves. We don't really need to. The poison here isn't all that potent. It'll heal up and fade away fairly quickly. That very much brings us back to the start. Let's not do that. Alright. I've not been the greatest tour guide so far. But at least I don't lie when I tell you that it's very easy to lose your way in here. There we go, that's the path I'm trying to find. These, I don't think I commented on them yet, these little kind of like tiny velociraptor guys. They will definitely only attack you if you start fighting them, which I never find any real need to do. You I can take care of, why not? You're annoying. Jumping around me. Now, to a degree, there's not too much value in over-attacking the enemies. They will ultimately respawn, and they'll tend to come back stronger, but also... Awesome. They'll come back stronger, but also will eventually stop giving you experience. So the value of killing them fades away rather quickly. Alright, let's keep going left for now. Now we're gonna walk around the river for a little bit until we get to this bridge site here. And then, yeah, let's go north just to close this loop. Try to fight this guy, but I don't really feel like it, especially as the beast. Just doesn't give us nearly as much as we would want. You can obviously see a little bit of an odd appearance to this wall here. We will be coming back to that later. Not too much later. And this, I think, should also bring us right back to where the village, you know, where we first started and we met that pair of women here. Now, we can run along this direction to the River Bane. This part we don't want to swim in. This will be a little too deep for us. We can run along here. There's not really going to be much to find, but it is kind of nice looking and good to see the area over here. Let me come to the end here that goes into the village. There we go. I wasn't certain how far I could take this over. There we go. But doesn't actually let us in. But nice to see where they get their water. Uh-oh. That's not good. There we go. Did not want to spend too much time in there. I'm not sure if that part's deep enough to drown in, but better not to find out. Alright, so this area over here will become a little bit more pertinent later, after we do everything we need to do here in the village and surrounding areas. But we can still explore over this way and get a nice top-down view of the River Bane. Let's see, can I get over to that other side? You know what? We don't need to. That's fine. It won't be worth our time anyway. Alright, so if we head down this way, find bee's nest. There's a few of these. You can take a whole bunch of these. We only need 2 total, so I'm not going to bother taking more. And I think, actually, you know, we'll take 1 more, because if you do, then a giant bee starts coming after you, and we'll just kill that and run away. Alright, is there somewhere... While we have the chance, let's try to make something happen. Not sure it's going to let us do it before we transform, but let's see what we can do. You can definitely get a kind of good look at the annoyance of the random transformations at this moment, and the way that you have to try to utilize them to your best advantage when you have the opportunity. So you never know when you're gonna transform into what, and nope, didn't get to do what I wanted. Oh, and I went right by the tunnel. This is what we're looking for right here. Oops. Where'd it go? Oh. this tunnel right here we want to use next time we transform into the lizard. You don't really need to. There's another way to get to where that is, but I think the lizard is the better way. This is not where I want to go. Alright, let's continue down here. Finish exploring in this direction. Alright, so we have this bridge here that if you turn into the beast, you will collapse it and weigh you way too much. And there's some quicksand underneath that actually the beast can survive, but Luthor and the lizard cannot. Get some more ironwood sap.
Oh.
Right. Whether or not we're going to keep all of that, I don't know, but we'll have it for now. Similarly, this aloe.
Too far.
I don't want it taking up too much space, but I want to make some use of all of this, and I'll talk more about that in 1 or 2 videos.
Poison.
Alright. You're always getting poisoned. Alright, so in here we have a little farther. The monastery. Can't really do much here yet, but we will stop in and say hi. So where we want to go is in here.
Just a minute, please.
But he's too busy. I guess we probably... Actually, I don't even know if this door's open yet or not. Yeah, that one's still closed. We'll go in there later. Come back here in the library, but no one's here right now. And we can go and say hi to this fella here.
Enter, brother.
Thank you. Is there someone here who can tell me of a cure for my curse?
We have but one teacher here, Brother Julian. He is in his office.
Aren't you a teacher? You seem quite serene.
I can teach you the military use for a power orb, should Julian favor you with one. But I am not a teacher. I am new here. I spent the first part of my life as a soldier. Now I shall contemplate the last part within these walls.
I am Luthor, and you are?
General Velkar, Supreme Commander of the Tiberium Forces, Resident Governor of Laria, Bitnor, and Feldusham. Previously. Now I am Brother Morgan, and I am in charge of vegetables.
Alright, so this guy, I guess, is a reference to Command and Conquer, another game put out by Westwood, although I actually have never played it myself. I don't think there's anything much else to say right now. If you click just about any item on it, he'll take it just as a donation.
Thank you. Donations to our charity fund are always welcome.
But there are a few exceptions, and we'll try and show them off. Here's one of them.
Oh, any decent magician could meld that for you.
Thohan's great sword.
And we will show off the rest of them later when the opportunity presents itself. For now, we will depart, as that is all that we have to do here at the monastery. Until after we have rescued the woman and her child. So, let's avoid the little spider guy, cross the bridge again. And let's take a look at our map, see what we gotta do. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, now I think, yeah, there is a path down here that we can follow. But we're going to ignore that for now because we're going to come from there later. There is one little kind of meaningless thing that we can do there, but it's not really worth our time, so we won't. Now, let's come up this way. And actually, yeah, we'll just take a few steps this way just to hopefully close off that portion of the map, and then continue on up here. Oops, get out of here. Just trying to sprint. There we go. Leave our little velociraptors behind, and connect up here, which should close that portion of the map. Good. Now there is somewhere special that I want to go, and let's do it by going this way. Yes, good. Okay. Follow this path around to where the water is. So I'm gonna go and give this one chance for Luthor to transform, so we can follow that path, and if not, then we will just follow the waterway. A little farther on, there we go. We're gonna transform? No, okay, that's fine. Then we will just follow the water, and if we ever transform later, then maybe I'll show it off. So, you can just follow this water right here to where there is a waterfall, and we will come to kind of a cool little, I don't know, mini puzzle, I guess we can call it, in the Imp Shrine. So we will take a little damage when we fall here, which is fine. We can actually heal ourselves up with some aloe if we want. Not that it heals a ton of damage, but that's okay. We won't be using or keeping all of this aloe, but we'll keep it for now. That's fine. So, if we look down right here, you can see
Mind cluster.
a couple of mind clusters. So what those do is basically let us see the entirety of the map, whether or not we have actually explored it, which is kind of cool. Now, we can quickly just, oops, if I can get around this tree, we can quickly show down here. This is where the lizard tunnel that I was shown before would have led out. So just an alternate route to get here that allows for a little bit easier of an exit. And then over here, we have the other side of the river Bane and a bridge here that we cannot get to from here because we can't jump high enough. I'm going to pause quickly, hang on. Just to show off another unique death. If we jump into the river Bane, we drown immediately, except we don't quite drown. End up as, I don't know, barracuda food, I guess we'll say. So yes, let's load our game here.
Too far.
Whoop. And come back over to the Imp Shrine. So, this little hidden tunnel right here. Not that it's much of a tunnel. And there's a few things hidden in here. Some we can't see yet. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't show it. So, oh, it does. All right. We'll then leave that for Ellen for a second. So we have a little note here.
Scroll.
We can listen to.
Blend a venom sac with lamplight eggs to create a mild poison.
Venom sac and lamplight eggs to create a mild poison. We will be talking more about those kind of combinations and things in a little bit, but I'm not going to do it right now. Now here we have a nice trap that we can fall into. If we take this scroll, the floor here will fall out, and then some other bad things will happen there as well. But if we move quickly enough, we should be able to escape before the floor collapses fully under us. So let's do that, and then we'll put this down. And then this pond that we're sort of standing in is going to fill with lava, I guess. Here, you go away. And then these fireballs start shooting off, which is rude. And I'm just going to take these guys out because I want to. There we go. Let's heal up a little bit. And then you could kind of go out through here and escape through the lizard tunnel, but alternatively, if you flip this switch here, it will raise that kind of gargoyle there up, and then we can jump through here, click on the wall. That will open up a passage for us, and we can escape. Huzzah! There's nothing in here of any real note. I think, yeah, this.
Errant prack.
Errant crack, or prack, I think, is basically what will happen if you accidentally combine things that are not meant to be combined. So errant meaning like a mistake, and then prac as an anagram of crap, so just mistaken crap. It has no use and function, but it's a pretty nice little joke. And this opens up to where that little square was that I was talking about earlier. So, even though I've been very not systematic about it, we actually have done most everything that we need to do here. Need to get into this path here, but let's just kind of sprint down here, run along the water here, and come to one of the only other areas that I want to get to and cover here before we move on. So, nope, don't close me in. All right, let's get to the river, and we'll follow that along. There might be somewhere we get stuck by a rock, I forget. Hopefully it's on the other side, but if it is, then it won't be that much of an issue. We'll just go around. Should be able to go under here, very nice. And then, how far have we gone? Yes, we've pretty much gone to the edge, so is this going to be the... Good, there's the ponds there, where we got the speaking stone and the lightning crystal, and then we will just come down here and go off to the right. Again, I'm probably going to be getting rid of a lot of this, but we'll hold on to it for the time being. However, down here, we will meet a woman living in this hut. And here's a little commentary here.
Unusual.
But not much.
I am Luthor from Gladstone.
Greetings, warrior. What blade or belt can Kitiara fit for you?
That is a beautiful blade.
I would not trade that for less than a power orb. That is the great magic sword, Firestorm.
That might work. I wish to carve a curse from within myself.
Your self-pity does not become you. What misery of yours could compare to the pain of a deserted mother? My baby Daniel is of an age and stature similar to you. He's been across the river 3 years now, so close, and still a world apart.
Your son is gone? Where, on a trip?
He has joined the wild ones. Over the years, as our Hewline culture has recovered from the dark times, a few individuals developed a distaste for our new, more comfortable life. They live across the river baying and cavort about in mimicry of our ancestors. They call themselves the Wild Ones and guard their privacy fiercely.
I'm sorry about your son. I've had strained relations with my mother, too. Believe me, I know how painful it can be.
I'm sorry. It's just that you remind me of him. He's so smart and handsome.
All right, I think that's all she has to say,
Excuse me.
except for this.
You've got me thinking about my Daniel. What did you want?
So, like I said, there's no money or anything in the game. You just kind of trade things, which really means you take most things and a few things that are special, like this Dark Sword Firestorm. You need a special item, in this case, a Power Orb, which clearly we don't have. We can take this, which she doesn't mind. And then I think this guy, maybe? No, maybe some of these.
Do you need a blade? Please. You may have that one.
Thank you, madam.
Although we actually don't need this at all because it's terrible. But other than that, there's nothing we need to do here for right now. Oh, if we can click back here. No. So we will depart.
I suppose I should get going.
Best of luck to you, Luthor. Visit again if I can assist you.
Oh, wait. Aha.
Hello again.
Ah, Luthor. Have you come for more equipment?
Perhaps, but what I most desire is guidance. Is there a way the Wild Ones would allow me entry into their jungle?
Oh, I'm sorry. Perhaps if you had I don't know. I'll think about it.
Any help would be appreciated.
Let's see. There's these guys here. Can we take these?
Gargoyle bracers?
Nice.
Take those too if you need them. Kitiara is glad to help.
Well, we will take these and get some not any better defense. So, never mind. All right, let's depart.
I must be going.
Please, think about the blade. Firestorm would suit you well.
All right. I am going to keep these over the shield, and then I'm going to see if this bow's better or not. It is, so we'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you because you're useless, and then, so we have these scrolls. However, if we've never learned a spell before, oh, that's right, we already did summon. Ignore me. We'll just keep this for now, even though summon's not the most useful spell. But we can hang on to it. And then, unfortunately, we might as well just get rid of you. You're kind of just taking up space. Super fun weapon, but not worth keeping when we have Prism. And actually, since I'm not going to be doing anything with Thohan's, there's really no reason to keep it. I'll hold on to it. No, I'm not. I'm going to get rid of it. There's nothing else to do with it until later, if we choose to, which we're not going to. So you go away as well. Take a quick look at the map to make sure there's nothing else kind of pertinent we want to do right now, which I really don't. So we are just going to move forward ever so slightly. Back here. And we will end things where we want to start next time around. Farther. Have I gone too far? I did. That's alright. We'll just follow the river. It'll also bring us where we want to go. The river is very useful for traversing more quickly, albeit with the risk of missing things. Oh wait, am I wrong? No, I just went too far. Every time. That's where we wanted to get to. Ho-ho! Our friends again.
Halt,
Or different
stranger!
friends.
We are searching.
I know. Shala and her lost child. I met some of your people already. I've also met some of your wildlife. Is there not a good chance that your unfortunate missing were consumed by one of those two-headed beasts?
The Cerebus and the Hue line do not attack each other. This is a peaceful jungle. Even the executioner in the cave does not molest us.
Bafka here thinks there is a giant spider living in the earth.
Let him go. How could he help?
All right, so we will head down here, and this is actually where we will end things for today. When we come back, we're going to dive through this bush of thorns and hopefully find where Kitiara and her child are. So yeah, I know this kind of got a little rambly, and we never quite got to uncover a couple of places that we want to get to. I'm going to try to mark these so I remember. But hopefully it was a good little run through of most of the pertinent spots. This one doesn't matter as much, but if we're able to do it, we'll have it there. Most of the pertinent spots here in the Hue Line jungle, and if nothing else, hopefully you learned something about the Imp Shrine. But yeah, I think we will end things for now, and when we come back, we will move on a little bit further down here. But till then, see ya.